Now, thousands of demonstrators in Morocco defied a government ban to march through the capital in a tense protest on Sunday over planned cuts to the country's education system. Crowds chanted slogans as they neared the parliament building in Rabat. Teacher trainees have been protesting for months now against government decreases that enable cuts in the education sector around the country.
Days before the 5th anniversary when Moroccans took to the streets as part of the Arab uprising, thousands of trainee teachers were back on the streets of Rabat on Sunday to protest the government's decree that would slash their scholarships and potentially affect future job prospects.
We took part in this national protest called for by the National Coordinating Committee of Trainee Teachers to reaffirm that we are not going back on our stand and principles we have been defending for nearly 3 months now. I mean, the annulment of the 2 decrees.
In July, the government halved the scholarship amount allocated to trainee teachers from about 2,454 dirhams to 1,200. A second directive says that trainee teachers would no longer be able to automatically get a job within the Ministry of Education once they had completed their training. Instead, they would first have to sit an exam in order to be considered.
Our demands are legitimate. The cancellation of the 2 decrees and the increase of the number of positions up to 7,000, taking into account that there are 10,000 trainee teachers today in the regional centers.
The protesters held up banners accusing the Prime Minister and his Interior and Education Ministers of tyranny, and others urging freedom, dignity and social justice.
What we understand from this proposal is that the government insists on keeping the 2 decrees and the exam. They refuse to discuss the scholarship and they consider that the 1,200 dirham scholarship is the final one. The only thing that is being discussed now is how they will take this plan forward.
Last year, thousands of medical students also took to the streets of Morocco to protest a bill that would institute mandatory 2-year civil service for graduates. Catherine Ogunde, CCTV.